Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. I'm Ashley Pollard, and I'm here for today's edition of Tuesday Talk, where we review common real estate and mortgage-related terms. So I wanted to switch it up today a little bit. I'm not going to define a term, but I am going to talk about some things that have been on my mind because I've been experiencing them. My buyers have been experiencing these things, and a lot of other realtors are experiencing them as well. So I've got 4 things I want to touch on that could potentially help you as you are navigating this very competitive market that we're in. First is don't make emotional decisions. So there's probably going to be challenging situations that you're going to come about between your attorney review process, when you're going out and showings and submitting offers, when you're under contract. So just keep your financial and family goals in mind at all times throughout your process, because making emotional decisions based on how you feel in a particular moment, maybe something doesn't go your way, or you didn't get the news you wanted, or someone didn't respond in a timely fashion. Acting on an emotion can later on down the line have you feeling like you didn't make the best decision, and now you maybe can't undo it. Secondly is choose your team wisely. Your attorney can easily be the reason that your deal falls apart. If your lender doesn't really know your finances because they haven't really dug into them yet, or they don't even know who you are because you're just a file on their desk, that's not going to help you in a multiple offer situation where the seller might want to have reassurance from the lender that the buyer can close. Your realtor is going to have to show up for inspections, communicate with everybody on your team. They're going to have to keep you at ease when you're feeling overwhelmed and nervous about things. So you want to make sure you're working with people who are going to advocate for you behind the scenes, and also who are going to make this process as smooth and easy for you as possible. Thirdly, do your own due diligence and research. The more you understand about real estate, the better you're going to navigate through your home buying process, and you'll be able to make quick decisions. Kyrique is coming up to the car for me. So even if you have a solid team researching current articles, looking up blogs and statistics on the housing market and the whole process, those things are going to put you more at ease and allow you to communicate more effectively with your team when it comes to them explaining things to you and discussing things with you about the process. So these are things you can research because these are things that buyers don't often think about. Research the importance of title insurance, why FHA loans are more challenging to get accepted in the seller's market. What happens if you're not satisfied with your inspection report? How and when do you pay closing costs? When is the first mortgage payment due? Why do you need an appraisal? And how do you go about that process? So there's many moving parts to home buying. And if you're well informed and you're on top of your home buying process, it's just going to get you to the finish line faster. So do your own due diligence and research. Don't just rely on your team. Actually know what you're going through, because this is your home and you should be well informed about everything. Last piece I have is manage your expectations. This is a big one. Does what you want match what you can afford and what you qualify to buy? If finances are not endless for you, you might have to reconsider. Maybe you do a small renovation where you only do what's necessary to live in the home, and then later on you can add the more updated cosmetic things that you want. Maybe you have to consider not looking for that turnkey property right now, because that's what everyone is looking for. Everyone wants that shiny penny property on the block, and unfortunately that's causing the prices to increase. So maybe consider a renovation where you might be able to get a deal or some sort of bargain because of the work that is needed, and then you could potentially get what you want. Another option is maybe you expand your search area. Instead of looking 15 minutes from New York City, where it's going to cost you a lot more to live, maybe expand your search to 45 minutes, an hour. Some people are even expanding it to an hour and a half because they're finding that they're getting more for their money and they're having a better quality of life. So those are the 4 things that I've been thinking about, that have been on my mind, because I've been going through these things with some of my buyers, and I know that a lot of people out here are also going through those things. So you're not alone. It's a very normal thing in a market like this. And if you have any questions about it, as always, please reach out to me. Otherwise, have a great evening, and I will see you next Tuesday.